useless!
What's going on, guys? You're chilling with Trainer Zabuza, and today I've got a special for you. You've all been begging me for it, so I'm finally doing it. A guide to competitive Little Cup. And today I've also got a guest with me. Want to introduce yourself? Introduce yourself. Ugh, can't talk.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm ThePokeJenn.
And just to clarify, no, that's not. She's not the program. It's a channel. Check the link in the description. Go check her out. Just do it. Seriously, do it, guys. Okay, so today we're going to be building a Little Cup team. We're going to be trying it out, and I'm going to do my best to try and explain most of the tier and guide you through it. Okay?
Alright, that's fine with me.
Alright, so here are the guidelines. You can do basic team building, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty much a precedence. If you guys can't do basic team building, you really shouldn't be trying to build a Little Cup team specifically. You need to get the basics before you can take on, before you can go to a different tier. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So, if you guys don't know how to do that yet, maybe I can make a video on that too, if enough people are behind the idea, but otherwise, just go ahead, go on Showdown, and just play some OU with whatever you want. You'll soon get a feel for how a team should be built. Okay, so, here are the guidelines I want you to follow. Basic team building, of course. I want you to have 3 offensive Pokemon, or I want you to have 2 offensive I want you to have 3 offensive Pokemon, at least 2 defensive Pokemon, 1 physical, 1 special, and a knockoff check.
Okay.
And I will explain what a knockoff check is, because I can kind of tell by what I can kind of tell that you have absolutely no idea what that is.
No, not really.
Little Cup is dominated right now by the move Knockoff, which is most of 6th generation, but it affects Little Cup the most because it knocks off the item Violite, which boosts defenses
Right,
the defenses.
yeah. Right, that makes sense.
So Pokemon with Stab knockoff, such as Pawniard, are considered immense threats. However, there are Pokemon to mitigate this, such as Garbodor, which has Sticky Hold. There are some Pokemon with Justified, but I haven't quite found one to be that useful. I'm not trying to be insulting to the Pokemon, it's just I haven't been able to make it work yet. And Pokemon with Rattled, and I have been able to make that work with one Pokemon, but then again, if your opponent predicts the switch in, it just gets knocked out.
Right, that makes sense.
As far as the 2 offensive Pokemon go, for them to be offensive, I want them to hit at least a speed of 17 to 18. It can be higher, but I want it at least that, unless it's Scarfed. If it's Scarfed, minimum of 14 speed. Do you have any questions about that?
You said about the 3, you said 3 offensive?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can go 2 and 1 bulky offensive, but...
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, like,
yeah, 2 I want kind of speedy offensive. 1, like, definitely super fast. You can either go Scarfed, or you can choose the super fast Pokemon. Another one, I want, moderate fast, but, you know, it can be useful, it can switch up his moves and such. And the third one is your choice. It could be one of the other 2, it could be a mixture of them, or it could be, bulky offensive, like we just said.
Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Alright, so I am now making my team.
Well, hold on. Did you have any questions about the stats that I told you about, like the speed?
The speed, I mean, what if it has, you said, it was between, like, 15 or, like, 16 or whatever?
No. It needs to be between, like, 17 or 18. It could definitely be higher. It could definitely be higher, but it needs to be about 17 or 18. Or, if it's Scarfed, it needs to hit minimum of 14 speed.
Okay, I got it.
Do you have any questions about those? As to why those specific numbers?
I mean, I think I know. It kind of makes sense because they're not really that fast. I mean, you should make it Scarf anyway, but I think I understand what you're saying.
All right, just to clarify to the people watching, then, speed tiers in Little Cup are the following. There are like 1 or 2 Pokemon that hit 20 speed. There are like 5 or 6 Pokemon that hit 19 speed, and the rest of them hit about 17 to 18. And as for the minimum number of 14 being for Scarf users, that is because there's no Pokemon with a higher speed stat of 20 naturally. So if you have a speed of 21, you naturally outspeed everything in the tier.
Okay, that makes sense.
You got it?
Yes, I do.
Now, let's go over the bulky Pokemon. If you want it to be considered, or not bulky, I guess, let's actually, let's talk about the attack stats. For it to be considered offensive, I want it to have at least 16 attack for the bulky attacker. Okay?
Okay, as in like the base stats, or the EV?
Invested.
Oh, okay.
And for the speedy attackers, 17 or higher should be fine.
Okay.
But for the bulky attacker, I definitely want a minimum of 16.
Okay.
And if you plan on giving something a choice scarf or choice band, or if you have an ability that will pretty much guarantee you a stat boost, like switching in a Deerling to get a Sap Sipper boost, then it's okay to go just a little bit lower. About 14 would be the minimum.
Okay.
But that's only if you have an ability or something that you're going to use to guarantee the boost. I should also mention setup sweepers. If you have a setup sweeper with agility or swords dance, your setup sweeper should hit a minimum of 11 speed. Okay?
Okay.
So that way, if it hits 11 speed, it's going to outspeed Scarf users, like the bare minimum of Scarf users at 14. It's going to outspead them. It can be it can definitely be higher. If you choose to go with 12, you'll speed tie with 16 speed Scarf users, which are pretty common. Like Chinchou is one of them.
Okay.
That's only if they're modest. Some people are starting to run Timid, which isn't a good choice number, but it's their choice. It's their choice.
Right.
13 speed is really good. The only thing that will be able to outspeed it is a Scarfed Pokemon that has 18 or higher speed. And those are pretty rare. Usually people stick with Scarfers with lower speed.
Okay.
And attack stats. Like I just mentioned that if you're going to be going with like a Sap Sipper Guarantee Boost minimum of 14, that's pretty much the minimum if you're boosting. Such as Swords Dance, you really should have around 14 attack. That way you'd hit at least 28, which is a pretty good number. And I think that's all I have for the... Oh, and just apply what I said from the attack to the special attack. And that should be all I have for the attacking sets. I mean, feel free to go with like 19 special attack and then nasty plot up. I don't mind that either. But I'm just giving you the minimums.
Okay. Now I do have a few questions about what moves I can put on the Pokemon, if that's okay.
Let's go ahead and cover that once you've built the team.
Okay.
Right now, I just want to get the stats pretty clear.
Alright, that's fine.
So, we went over the offenses. Let's go over the defenses real quick, which should be fine. In the defenses in Little Cup, Oh! I actually remembered one more thing about the offenses that's often overlooked. If you're going to use something with a Life Orb, see if you can get it to 19 HP by, like, subtracting IVs. Because if you can get it to 19 HP, that means that the 1/10 that Life Orb causes from recoil will be rounded down to 1 HP each time. So instead of taking 2 HP, which usually most Life Orb users do take in recoil, you'll only be taking 1 HP in recoil. And if you never get hit, assuming you never get hit and no entry hazards, that lets you get off 19 attacks, as opposed to 10.
Oh, okay.
Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Alright, and finally, let's just go over the defenses. Defenses, you should have at least 16 speed for it to be defensive. Or, not speed, 16 of one of those defensive stats for it to be considered defensive. I would really be appreciative if it was more than that, but just make sure you have a minimum of 16 in that stat. And if your Pokemon can't get a minimum of that stat, then you should probably choose a different one.
Okay, that makes sense.
This also applies to the bulky attacker. You don't need 16 for the bulky attacker, but you should have at least 12 for the defenses. So, you can also go with 11. 11 is acceptable, but it's still kind of iffy. Like, don't expect it to wall stuff. If you have 12 defense, though, you're sitting at 18 defense and special defense with the Violite. So that's actually pretty good.
Alright, alright.
And HP numbers are not that serious. Some things I should mention are if you're going to be going with a berry juice user, you should have an even number and it should not exceed 21. Because once it exceeds 21, if you have, say, a sturdy user, then it will get knocked down to, say it has 22 HP, it'll get knocked down to 1, and then berry juice will give it back its 20, and it'll be at 21 instead of 22, which means it won't get it sturdy again.
Okay, okay. That makes sense.
And try and keep stuff above 20 HP if you can, for like the bulky attackers. And the walls. Try and keep them above 20 HP. And definitely put more investment if your wall does not have recovery. Definitely put more HP investment. If it does have recovery, however, then I guess you don't really need it. Just keep it above 20.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, these are just kind of like shortcut things. Obviously, things are going to differ for you the viewers, and Gen 2. Just as they play, they'll find that maybe they need a bit more HP investment, maybe they need a bit more defense or attack or other stuff. So, yeah, I think that about covers it.
Okay, okay.
And for your Poniard check, just Sticky Hold, Rattled, something, or Flame Body, something that punishes them or benefits you when they make physical contact or use Knockoff.
Okay, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Turn that disadvantage from the Knockoff into an advantage. Alright?
Alright, I get it.
Okay, so we will be back once she's built her team.
Okay.
Alright, and we're back, and I think I may have made may have made a boo-boo.
Okay.
When I was talking about the stats to put in overall, I was talking about the actual numbers and not the EVs.
Oh, okay.
So, when you put 16 plus in attack, it's still 13 attack. If you want to reach 16 attack, you want to put in, judging from this, 196 EVs.
Oh!
Whoopsie, right?
Right, yeah.
Alright, so we're going to fix that real quick and be right back.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we're back after fixing a few things, and now we're ready to critique. All I did was help her figure out the stats she wanted. I did not give in any personal input. So, that's what this part is for. Are you scared?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. First off, let's start with Makuhita. Let's see. Bullet Punch, Knockoff, Close Combat, Ice Punch. Not bad. May I recommend switching Bullet Punch for Fake Out?
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
I
right.
was thinking of putting Fake Out, but I wasn't too sure about it.
Alright, may I ask why the ability Thick Fat and not Guts or Sheer Force?
Just so we can, so if fire types and ice types want to attack me, it won't really touch me. I mean, that's the whole point of Thick Fat, but I guess, Guts?
No, I'm not asking you to change it, I was just asking you reasoning. And that's good enough reasoning.
Okay.
Now, the EVs, you're about to get destroyed. First off, the attack, it's good. You're good there. However, with the HP stat like that, you really want to invest in your defenses first, because you'll have its natural HP will be able to cover the difference. So right now you're at 10 and 10. For the bulky attacker, I asked you to have at least 12 in the defensive stats.
Ah, okay.
Because with a Violite, it gets, I believe I also said because with a Violite, it gets boosted to 18.
Right. My mistake.
It's alright. It looks like you actually can't do that because of its low stats. So, if you really want to switch in on fire and ice types, I would recommend just keeping it at 10 defense. It's going to be frail, just a warning. But we can heavily invest in the special defense.
Okay.
So you can get it to 12 special defense, which will be 196 special defense. Go ahead and take out everything out of HP for now.
Okay, so 196. Okay, everything in HP. Got it.
I said take everything out of HP for now.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and put 20 back into it. That'll let it reach 24.
Okay.
And from the looks of it, you have 60 leftover EVs. So we're going to go ahead and put that in... It won't change the defense, unfortunately. Can we put it in speed?
Sure.
Nope, we can't put it in speed.
Oh.
So you're just left with 60 extra EVs.
Okay.
I mean, it happens, so don't worry about it.
Alright, no problem.
Next, we have Bulbasaur. I asked you for... What is Bulbasaur, anyway?
What do you mean by that?
Well, the guidelines I asked were 3 offensive Pokemon, 1 bulky, you got the bulky, and the 2 speedy ones, I guess we haven't gone over yet, 2 walls, and then a knockoff check. So what is Bulbasaur? Is it the physical or the specially defensive wall? From what I can tell, it's specially defensive.
Yeah, he's especially defensive.
Okay. Since the ability Chlorophyll is released, I would recommend that over Overgrow, but if you want to keep Overgrow, I'm not going to try and force you. The item Black Sludge, inferior. I'm sorry, Black Sludge is just like Leftovers, and it does not work in Little Cup.
Okay, so...
I would recommend a Violite or Berry Juice. So, but since you already have a bunch of recovery, I would say Violite.
Okay.
And the moveset, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, Sludge Bomb, Synthesis. Keep in mind you are walled by poison types, but otherwise, if you want to... Oh, Giga Drain. Never mind, you should be fine. You'll be getting plenty of HP back with Leech Seed and Giga Drain, so may I recommend Sleep Powder over Synthesis.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Synthesis is a fine option too. I'm just making a recommendation.
Yeah, I was gonna do a sleep powder too, but usually I run synthesis just to be annoying sometimes.
All right. I forgot. Did you want Overgrow or did you want to switch to Chlorophyll?
I think I'm just going to stick with Overgrow.
Okay. Let's see. Special defense. It maximum hits 17, so you can either change it from a sassy nature, which since you don't have any physical attacks, I would recommend a calm nature instead.
Ah, okay. Okay, so calm. There we go.
And I would also recommend that Bulbasaur move its EVs down to 16.
For which one?
Special defense.
Special defense.
17 is good, but 16 will give you that nice Violite number.
Okay, got it.
I also have a question for you. Did you want this to be a serious team, or did you want to use Pokemon you love, but still have them be decent?
I want them for a serious team.
In that case, I would recommend using Fungus over Bulbasaur.
Okay. So you want me to just create
So we'll just change
instead?
that. We'll change that now, right? Okay.
Okay. So let's get.
Because quite frankly, Bulbasaur is outclassed by Fungus. Bulbasaur can go with a Chlorophyll set, but if you're looking for especially defensive, Fungus is a better option.
Okay, that's fine.
We're gonna have the same effect set up with the item, Eviolite. Go ahead with the ability Regenerator.
Evaluate? Regenerator, really?
Mm-hmm. Now
Okay.
you see now you see already how it outclasses Bulbasaur, right?
Yeah.
Next, for moves, we're gonna go with the Sleep Powder substitute, Spore.
Sleep powder.
No, Spore.
Oh, spore, sorry.
Sleep Powder substitute.
Sleep, spore.
Next, Giga Drain,
Giga Drain.
Sludge Bomb,
Sludge Bomb.
and for the last move, you have a variety of options.
Okay.
Let's see. Originally, you had Leech Seed, but I'm not entirely sure if Fungus actually gets that. I will double check right now.
No, I don't.
I don't think it
see
does.
here. Unfortunately, I do not see that here.
It does not. I believe it does get Synthesis, however. It does. So if you want, you can switch with that. Or, may I recommend my custom Amoonguss, where it has Hidden Power Fire, specifically for Ferrothorn, or Pharaoh Seed.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, Pharaoh Seeds can be very annoying. So that could be a good idea.
So, Hidden Power Fire?
Yep, Empire Fire.
Okay, let me just find it real quick. There it is. Okay, now for stats. We're gonna want to invest in Special Defense.
Okay.
We wanted 16 before. Focus can hit that at 236 with a Calm Nature. Okay.
Calm Nature. Yep. Okay.
Next, let's go with Defense just a little bit, just to hit that sweet number 12, that even number. So,
There we go.
76.
Okay, so 76. Got
And
it.
let's see how much left we can pack in HP. We can hit 26. No, we cannot hit 26. Ah, man. 2 leftover EVs. Oh well. We'll just go for 25. Which is 124 EVs. And I believe the remaining 72 you can put in either special attack or speed. I'm not sure though. Nope.
I was thinking maybe special attack?
You can't put them in either.
Oh, you can't put them in either.
Well,
Okay.
you can, but it won't make a difference.
Gotcha. Because we're sort of like a mixed in a way, right? Or no, wait.
Mixed defenses. We're physically bulky, but we're specially defensive.
Right, okay.
Alright, so that's it for Fungus, okay?
Okay.
Next, let's go ahead and look at Elekid. I'm gonna guess it's your physical sweeper?
Yes.
Well, if I may make a suggestion, I already see that Diglett is physical, so why not have this be a special sweeper? Or specially offensive.
Especially offensive. Okay.
And I would just... Air Balloon is a nice idea. But if you've already got things to resist ground... well, Duskull is immune. I guess Air Balloon is okay. You don't have to get rid of it, but other items are appreciated.
Okay, yeah, I think I was just gonna keep it. Or just in case if my Duskull, like, faints, unfortunately, so...
Yeah, that's fine. I'd recommend Vital Spirit.
Vital Spirit. Okay, I wasn't too sure about that one.
You can actually have this be... No, you've got too many physical attackers as it is. I'm sorry, we gotta go special.
Okay.
So, gonna have to get rid of all these attacks. I would first recommend Volt Switch.
Volt Switch, gotcha. So, I'll get rid of Thunder Punch.
Oh, just go ahead and get rid of all the moves.
Okay. Thunder Punch.
Now, let's see what it has in the vein of special attacks.
Okay, so Volt Switch.
Wow, it really relies on hidden power.
Okay. Yeah, looks like What other moves? Maybe Thunder? Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt, that's fine.
What about Discharge?
We already have Thunderbolt.
Oh, right. Okay, so we can go for Hidden Power Ice.
We could. Trying to see if there's anything better.
Hidden Power Grass.
I'm trying to see if there's anything better than Hidden Power.
Ah, gotcha, okay. Let's see here.
It doesn't look like it.
Nah, not really.
Okay, alright, I guess we can go Hidden Power Ice. Nothing wrong with that. And finally, I guess the last two moves that you can use are Psychic or not Charge Beam, Psychic or Signal Beam.
Alright, you said... Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Psychic.
Okay.
Just throw people off.
Not to mention, fighting is one of the most common, attacking types in the metagame.
Right, yeah.
Okay, these stats, we're gonna definitely redo them.
Right, okay.
I would recommend putting, just to capitalize on Elekid's speed, I would recommend putting 236 in speed and making it a timid nature.
Okay, timid.
Okay.
Got it.
And next we're going to put 236 in special attack.
236.
And let's see where we can put these last 36.
Maybe in special defense?
It doesn't look like it'll fit anywhere.
Ah, okay.
Unfortunate. You know, if you had, no offense, but if you had a few less physical attackers, you could actually run a mixed set with Elekid.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I think that's the best we can do for Elekid, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Next is Munchlax. I love Munchlax. Eviolite, Thick Fat, very good. Rest, Sleep Talk, Body Slam, Fire Punch. That's an interesting set. What is Munchlax for this team?
Sort of like a physical wall, and I guess just to be annoying in a way, because I like to run.
Well, what I mean
is
it your physically defensive Pokemon?
Yes, one of them.
In that case, can I recommend? I think either Porygon or Lickitung.
Lickitung is in LC?
It is.
I did not know that.
It does evolve into Licky.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wow, I did not know that.
It's fine. So
I know he's very bulky though.
May I recommend one of those two?
I guess Lickitung would be fine.
I would like to point out Porygon gets Recover.
Ooh.
Now I've got your attention.
But can't Lickitung get access to Wish at all?
It does.
But I think maybe Recover is a little bit better. All right, let's go with Porygon then.
Okay.
I do like Porygon. It's a very interesting Pokemon. Okay, so Porygon.
Eviolite.
Which I was download or trace.
Really, any three of these abilities will work. If it was a bulky offensive Porygon, then you could go with Analytic, but I would recommend keeping it to Trace or Download. Trace would be pretty good on Porygon to trace, say, Levitate or Flash Fire.
Oh yeah, those are definitely good abilities.
So I would actually recommend Trace.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with Recover.
Yeah, that was the first move I was gonna put.
Let's go with a Stab, Tri-Attack.
Yep, try attack. What about...
We need a coverage move.
coverage? Ice Beam?
Sure.
And, let's see... Thunderbolt?
You could, but you do have Elekid.
Right. Well, I did not know it gets head 700 by, but, I think it needs a special,
May I recommend Toxic?
Ah, okay, so... Oh, right, because, usually I see, I've seen them Choice Scarf too, because I normally don't see him with Toxic, but, okay.
Toxic isn't that common in Little Cup. However, I feel that since Little Cup has become... With the introduction of Violite, Little Cup has the capability of stall. So I believe Toxic is now viable.
Okay.
It's going to recommend Specially Defensive. Don't do it.
Yeah, I see that.
Just go ahead with 196 defense.
Okay, so 196. And then maybe
236 HP.
236.
And 76 special attack. And now you can put the nature wherever you want it to.
Ooh.
I would recommend special attack.
Right, so modest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow, this could be your bulky special special attacker.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's got 16 defense, 14 special defense, and 17 special attack.
Wow, this is a really good.
Porygon is a really good Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Let's see. Okay. So now...
Are we done, or did you want to do anything else with it?
With Porygon?
Yeah, are you done with Porygon, or did you want to make an edit to the team in response to Porygon being added?
No, I think I like it so far, yeah.
Okay. Let's look at Diglett. Oh, God. That is terrifying.
Scary set. Yeah, I really didn't know what to put for Diglett. I was having a hard time. I know I want to use Diglett, but I'm having such a hard time.
Backspace on Choice Scarf. Just backspace on Choice Scarf.
Yeah, I know. I knew this was gonna be horrifying. This is I had a hard time with this one. I know I wanted to use it.
I would recommend maybe a Focus Sash.
Focus Sash, right?
Arena Trap is good.
Okay.
Earthquake is fine.
Okay.
Does it get Stone Edge?
It does not.
Okay, that's fine. Sucker Punch is great.
Okay, good.
And finally, I would recommend Stealth Rocks.
Really? That's what I was gonna put Stealth Rock, but I didn't know about the item, so that's why I put that. So Stealth Rock. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he can be my lead, basically, right?
Yep.
Okay.
If you did want to be a lead, you could actually put Protect on it over Rock Slide if you wanted to stop Fake Out users.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So I guess I'll get rid of Rock Slide.
You don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just making a suggestion. You could always lead with, say, Dust Skull too. If they're gonna go for a Fake Out, you could always switch into Dust Skull.
Right, yeah. If you know that they're gonna go for Faked Out. Okay, so...
Although, to be honest, I don't think Dust Skull will be staying on the team very long, so you may want to go with Protect.
Okay. Protect. Got it.
Alright, and we're done with Diglett, right?
Yes. How are the EVs?
Well, I already helped you with those, and just based off of what you said, they're fine.
Okay, good. Good. That's good to hear. I did something right. Okay, so we
finally Dust Skull. Now, you forgot one guideline I asked. I asked for a knockoff check.
Knockoff check, right.
Duskull is very weak to knockoff.
Yeah. Okay, so then... try to think.
Let me recommend some Pokemon. Any Pokemon with with Flame Body. Snubbull, who has Rattled. Sticky Hold users can be Grimer, Trubbish, not Swalot, Gulpin, and there's one more, Shellos.
I was thinking maybe... I was thinking Gulpin. I really like to try out Gulpin. I never really used that before, so I guess we can get
post-recording Daniel. Don't forget to add the cricket noises.
Cricket, 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 cricket.
Okay, but in all seriousness, Gulpin's not great. You said you wanted this team to be semi-competitive. I would not add Gulpin.
Aww.
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just if you just wanted to use Pokemon and have them usable, I could understand. But if you want a real competitive team, you should not use Gulpin.
Okay, so maybe.
And before any of you mentioned my 3rd generation team with Gulpin, that is because I was restricted to Gulpin. There were no other Sticky Hold users in the tier, okay? Leave me alone.
Okay, so then what about Shellos?
Same basic problem.
Okay, so then basically Snubbull?
Snubbull is a good option. I will not lie about that. Also, another good option is Flashfire user, but it looks like you don't have... Duskull is also your immunity to ground, so I think Snubbull, at least keeping it neutral, should be okay.
Okay, so I think I'll just get rid of Duskull for Snubbull then.
Okay.
I never really used a Snubbull before. I've used a Gramble, but never a Snubbull, so I'd like to...
Alright, I'll help you out. Let's go ahead and go with one of my custom sets. Eviolite, Rattled.
Okay, Snubbull... Rattled, Eviolite...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And let's go with Play Rough.
Ah, Play Rough.
Earthquake.
Earthquake, interesting.
Close Combat.
Ah, Close Combat's good move, and then...
And finally, you can either go fully offensive with Crunch, or you can add what a little touch I like to have there, T-Wave.
Just to throw people off, maybe? I like the sound of that. I think I'm gonna put Thunder Wave. That's a good idea.
Alright. Since you no longer have Duskull to hit Ghost types, may I recommend going back to Porygon and changing it from Ice Beam to Shadow Ball?
Sure. Shadow Ball. Got it. Okay, so now back to Snubbull. UV spread.
Let's go. We're gonna go with my custom spread.
Okay.
Ignore what's on there right now.
Okay.
This is gonna be another bulky attacker.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So we're going to want the attack at 196, the speed at 196, and 36 in everything else but special attack.
36 and everything else except for special attack. Got it. So now we're left with 8.
We can't put it anywhere.
Right, okay.
Now, the 2 natures I will offer you are Jolly, so you will speed type with Mischievous, but then again, since you don't have a move to hit Mischievous on this set, I would recommend the other one being Adamant.
Yeah, I think Adamant's probably the best bet.
Okay.
Alright, so my team is finished.
I believe
Looks
so.
good.
It's ready to test. So
Alright.
I hope you guys all enjoyed this team building. In the next part, we're going to release some battles, so I hope you join us for that. And we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
There you go.
Sorry.
Alright, so bye.